and it builds speed pretty easily. You know, I don't feel any issues with the performance here. It's more than plenty for at least how I'm driving right now. Let's go. Yep, no wheel spin this time. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are driving a 2008 Toyota RAV4 4-cylinder on our channel. I want to say a huge thank you to Abdul over at Patriot Auto Group of Stafford in Stafford, Virginia. All his information will be in the right-hand corner side of the screen. So if you're looking for a used car and want a high-quality pre-owned car, reach out to him. But let's get this RAV4 fired up and go take a look outside. This is Toyota's competitor for the Honda CR-V. They're very similarly sized vehicles and they feature comparable engines and space. Now today we're going to see how good does this Toyota drive after almost 16-17 years. How it accelerates, how it feels. We're gonna find all of that out today. Let's go take a look at the back seat. So hopping here in the back, I am 6'2". Feels very comfy, lots of legroom. Materials here are to the hard side. We also have an armrest, I think, here, yes, that is correct, with cup holders. And a ton of headroom here as well. I'm not hitting my head, lots of space. Got side current airbags, some pockets. Feels nice to be in the back. We got an enormous size trunk. The back seats fold. We also have a little cargo net here, or for your books, whatever you want to put here. Let's open the hood and check out the engine. Now this right here is Toyota's 2.4 liter. I believe it's something around like 168 or 170 horsepower. I think that should close it. Yep, should be good. But let's go get inside this RAV4, take it for a spin. So getting in here, I'm greeted to comfy front seats, a pretty high up seating position. So I am sitting very high. It feels nice. Again, hard touch materials everywhere. Some storage space. And this little slider. There are no luxury features to go over or any complicated gadgets. Everything is super simple. We have our cruise control. Climate system. Everything works. But let's do a wiper test, horn test, and get started. Setting off in the RAV4, the first thing I feel is how aggressive the throttle tip in here is. Quite responsive. Let's do a little quick acceleration test. I will say the sound of this 2.4 liter really appeals to me. It may come off as a little bit raspy, but it's very sporty. And there's some kind of Honda VTEC resemblance in the sound. The ride is refined, comfy, and there's a little bit of wind noise, but it's not bad. I'd say it's very comparable to the CR-V. They're about the same level of noise in the cabin. They have the same level of noise in the cabin. I also like that the driving feel here is very connected. So you feel connected to the road. The steering is light, but it is informative. You know exactly what you're doing. You feel the vehicle. There is a little hint of body roll. It definitely is a softer suspension, but it's good. The 4-speed shifts smoothly. It's responsive, surprisingly, for a 4-speed. As far as feeling speed, it is pretty in touch with reality. So at 55, you pretty much feel like you're going maybe 50, 55. There's no hidden sensation of speed. With, for example, German cars, you can be going like 70 and you feel like you're going 35. So it's very common for vehicles like Audis. But here, you feel the whole experience. So this car is actually quite connected to the road. Let's check the handling. Feels good. Brakes aren't bad, but they're not powerful either. They're just enough to get the car stopped safely. Let's check this turn. Takes the turn nicely. Spins to 6,300. And I built speed pretty easily. You know, I don't feel any issues with the performance here. It's more than plenty for at least how I'm driving right now. Gets up to 70 in no time. need to pass somebody, you just press it down and kicks down and you go. Simple as that. I've never driven the V6 RAV4 yet, but that is in the plans. Hopefully I come across one that I can check out, because it's supposed to be like a very quick little SUV. But this is already not bad. This is pretty good. Like, see, it has plenty of get up and go. And you don't even need to push the pedal much. You can just apply like 30% and it builds speed without an issue. But we're about to go turn around, do our first test run, not our official 0 to 60 run, just a test run, and start heading to the interstate. Well, let's come on out here and do our first 0 to 60 attempt. All right, 3, 2, 1. A little chirp from the wheels. And 10.48 seconds. I'd say this is pretty close to the Corolla I drove. Very similar kind of performance. It would be pretty cool if we can break the 10s somehow, which I think we actually will on our usual straightaway, because this is not the best road to do 0 to 60s on. But still, despite 10.48 seconds, this RAV4 feels plenty quick. I know a lot of people, not a lot, but some of you folks who watch my videos do comment that, oh, this car does 0 to 60 in 11 and 14 and slow. I'll say this, you know, it does not feel slow. I can easily get up from 40 to 65 and without any problem. Like, see, 55, 65, 60, yeah, it's got no problem getting up to speed in any traffic. Now he was really slowing down. You could just hear his tires like. All right, let's head out to our normal straightaway where we do all our tests, and we will do a quick test. Let's go. Yep, no wheel spin this time. And we did 9.64 seconds. Yes, 9.64. Great. Now I wonder what our trap speed was, but I'm going to upload that screenshot later on, just to see. I'm guessing it was probably like in the high 60s or low 70s, probably high 60s. We can actually go and see, because I am super curious as to what it was. Drag 960, yeah, it was 66.32. So on the freeway it feels good. You know, the suspension feels very solid to me. It's planted, and I like how you can really get to feel the road here. There's no electrical assistance, nothing. It's just a raw driving experience. Not a bad thing. And I like that the suspension here is decently comfortable, but it's not too soft, so it's not gonna make you car sick over a longer drive. Now, one thing I do wish for in this car was that if the steering wheel was a bit heavier, because it's just overly light, in my opinion, at the higher speeds. It's so light. So one wrong motion can send you flying to the other side of the highway. So we've got to be extra careful with that. One thing you always got to be mindful of when driving in Virginia or North Carolina is that in these states, if there's an officer, a police officer coming your way on a highway, they will radar you. So you got to keep that in mind. Versus in Maryland, I've never really seen an officer radar somebody coming the opposite way. I've just never seen that happen. Here you got to be really mindful of that. Because if you're going in this lane and they're there, they are gonna turn around and try to come after you. And sometimes they actually turn around a minute later. So, to summarize today's test drive, I have highly enjoyed driving this RAV4. I think it's a great balance of fun, and you know, the amount you get for the money is very good. It's not a sports car, it doesn't break any drag records, and it doesn't need to. It's perfectly good the way it is. It has a nice ride. It's got a fairly good handling, and it's connected to the road. You feel what the car is doing. And I like the seating position. You sit high and you can see everything around you. Good visibility. Overall, a great experience, I gotta say. But my favorite part about this RAV4 today is the engine sound. I don't know, it just sounds like a VTEC. And it has a very good kick to it. Like, you press it and it's boom, boom. I like the note of it. It has a good note. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and till next time.